The Justice League, my allies, my friends. But even among friends, we must prepare for the worst. If they were to turn, through mind control or manipulation, I've devised contingencies. Not to destroy, but to neutralize and ultimately save them from themselves. Superman, Clark, the Man of Steel, an embodiment of hope, yet not without vulnerabilities. In Vault Omega Charlie, I keep a sample of green kryptonite, provided by Clark himself, a mineral lethal to Kryptonians. Kryptonite disrupts the energy Superman absorbs from the sun. Incapacitation would be swift. I've modified a dart with a fragment of this mineral to be fired from a distance, ensuring minimal risk to others. Additionally, I've engineered a device that emits red sun radiation, replicating the conditions of Krypton. It drains Superman of his powers, rendering him as vulnerable as any human. Wonder Woman, Diana, the Amazonian princess, she's a warrior with strength and speed to rival the gods. Her bracelets of submission are designed to protect her, but if struck together, they produce a concussive wave. If I could manipulate the sound frequency of this wave using a device in the Batmobile, I could use it to disorient her temporarily. The Flash, Barry, the fastest man alive, capable of outpacing time itself. However, I've devised a plan that doesn't require matching his speed, but manipulating it. By tampering with the speed force that powers him, I can create a temporal shift, a speed mirage, causing him to run into a loop, essentially running in place. This would require a device capable of generating this field, something I've been working on in the Batcave. Green Lantern. Hal, a man powered by will itself, but will can be broken. I've modified one of Scarecrow's fear toxins, which, when combined with a yellow energy projector, could cast a light of pure fear. This would cause Hal to doubt himself, weakening his constructs and making him easier to manage. Aquaman. Arthur, the King of Atlantis, with power over the sea and its creatures. He is incredibly powerful in his domain, but less so on land. I've worked on a modified version of Mr. Freeze's technology to create a freeze ray. This would not only incapacitate him, but also create an environment around him that's akin to a desert, weakening him further. Cyborg. Victor, half man, half machine, with a direct connection to all technology, but every system has a flaw. I've developed a computer virus coded to specifically target and disrupt his cybernetic systems. If delivered through a high-frequency encrypted signal, it would temporarily scramble his systems, disabling him without causing permanent damage. Martian Manhunter. John Johns, the last survivor of Mars. His strength and shape-shifting abilities are formidable. But his aversion to fire is well documented. A modified version of Firefly's flamethrower, equipped with a non-lethal incendiary agent, could provide enough of a psychological deterrent to subdue him without causing lasting harm. Hawkgirl. Shayera Hall, a warrior from Thanagar. Her nth metal mace and wings grant her flight and strength, but the nth metal is also susceptible to strong magnetic fields. A portable EMP device could disrupt the magnetic properties of her mace and wings, effectively grounding her and giving us a chance to reach her. Zatanna. Zatanna Zatara, a magician with control over the magical arts. Her spells, spoken backwards, are a wild card. A device that emits a targeted sonic frequency to disrupt her vocal cords could temporarily prevent her from casting spells. The Atom. Ray Palmer, a scientist who can shrink to subatomic sizes. His size manipulation makes him a hard target. A specially designed containment field could trap him at normal size, preventing him from shrinking and escaping. Green Arrow Oliver Queen, a man with no superhuman abilities, but a master archer. A smokescreen could provide enough visual cover to approach him. From there, it would be hand-to-hand combat. He's a formidable opponent, but I've trained for this. Black Canary. Dinah Lance, a master hand-to-hand combatant with a supersonic scream, the Canary Cry. Custom earplugs that can cancel out specific frequencies would protect against her sonic attacks. Beyond that, it would be a matter of outmaneuvering her in combat. Shazam. Billy Batson, a boy gifted with the power of ancient gods. His power is activated by the magic word Shazam, transforming him into a being of immense power. I've developed a voice mimicry device. If I could trick him into changing back to Billy, I'd have a brief window to act. Firestorm. A fusion of two beings with the power to transmute matter. If I could destabilize the nuclear matrix that keeps them fused, I could force them to split into their human forms. I've developed a radiation dampener that should be able to do just that. Blue Beetle, Jaime Reyes, a young man fused with an alien scarab that gives him his powers. If I could confuse the scarab's sensors with a scrambled signal, I could potentially disorient Jamie, or at least slow him down. Vixen, Mari McCabe, a woman who can mimic the abilities of any animal. A tranquilizer dart with a fast-acting sedative could incapacitate her before she has a chance to react. It's a hard truth, but in our line of work we have to be prepared for the worst, even when it comes to our friends. These are not plans to be used lightly. They're last resorts, to protect and save, not to harm.